Right here on the right with James.
Bryce nearly had about 3 interceptions today. First, take us through the first one that you nearly had, and then the feeling of the one that you did get.
Yeah. First one, I was just keying the quarterback, and kind of took me right to where he was throwing the ball, and I was a little out of reach. Probably should have dove like a center fielder on that one, but I made up for it in a couple plays later.
Here on the right, Chris.
Yeah, Dan said he was disappointed with the lack of killer instinct at the end of the game, but the shutout for the first 3 quarters, what do you say about that, and how much pride do you take in the ability to have 3 clean quarters?
Yeah, we take a lot of pride in being able to pitch a shutout like that. It was clean football all the way through until the end there. The standard's a standard, so I would have liked to keep it a 0 there, but, got the win.
James on the right.
What is it that you've seen the last couple of years from Jerry that we're all now starting to see a lot more? Because obviously a couple of interceptions in back-to-back weeks is going to stand out. And, Pro Football Focus grades, for whatever they're worth, seemed to like him a whole lot last week, and that's easy to do. But what did you see leading up to this to where this is now just a fulfillment of all that?
Yeah, he just starts in practice, man. He's ball savvy. Seems like he's always in the right place at the right time in the pass game, which is, incredible. I've never seen someone with more interceptions in practice before, and, it shows up on game day. So it's cool to see, what he does in practice show up, and, I'm looking forward to see what he does next week.
Here on the left.
Mateo had pass deflection, sack, big stuff in the stat sheet. What makes him such a special talent?
Just consistency, man. He's twitchy, and like I said, he starts and he does it in practice too. His ability, just his moves on the edge, like the amount of shoulder rotation he gets, and he's a tackle's worst nightmare. So I love having him on our team.
In the middle, Matt.
I feel like your team handled adversity on the sidelines during the game when things weren't going your way, maybe for the first time consistently, like it has the first 2 weeks.
Yeah, just making the adjustments on the iPads. Watching the film and just staying poised. We know what we got, and you aren't going to blow every team out by 60 every week. You'd like to think you would, but the other team's good too. Just sticking to our process, doing what we do, and yeah.
Here on the right, Aaron.
What do you think you learned most about your team in this game? Like you said, you can't blow out everyone by 60 every week, but in this game you guys handled it relatively easy, but there were some tough moments.
Yeah. Like I said, I think just sticking to our process. There was not a lot of highs that were too high or lows that were too lows. Like we had some good plays on D, good plays on O. And then even, when they were running the ball a lot and we're giving up some yards, or, the offense, we had a punt, like there wasn't anyone on the sideline that was hanging their head. I like to see, especially when we're in at halftime, just everyone was poised, and we like to have finished there at the end, but, not too high, not too low.
Back middle.
Coming into this game, what were your expectations playing at, this kind of stadium, and, what do you think, and what was it like playing, at a stadium you're probably never going to experience like that again? Yeah,
it was a cool venue, man. Cool scenery. It's a little different than Autzen Stadium when you're on defense. It's a lot louder. At Autzen, so you definitely have to bring your own juice when you're on the field. It's easier, obviously, to communicate, which is nice. You can, actually talk to people, which is cool. But, I'm looking forward to get back to Autzen next week, let me tell you.
In the middle, Matt.
Speaking of that, your last go around with Oregon State, just kind of the mindset going into that for you.
Yeah, man. I'm just going to prepare the way I always prepare every week. Nothing special. Obviously, there's an extra add a bit of motivation because it's the Beavers. I'm an in-state guy, and this is the last time I'm going to play. I'm in a Duck uniform. So I'm gonna come out ready to play. I'll bet you that much.
That's all we have for you, Bryce.
Appreciate you guys.
Thank you.